Hi guys, and welcome to this week's Alakazam Video Blog.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm alright actually.
Good.
It's Friday afternoon.
I'm fine, thanks for asking.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm
Good.
Thanks.
Good.
Alright.
Good. Why are you laughing?
I'm not.
Right. You are.
Black Friday.
It is Black Friday, this sort of American fad that has come over here to the UK.
Yeah.
Which means everyone's having a sale, and Alakazam are no different. So for this weekend, not only for Friday, but for this whole weekend, you can get yourself 15% off almost everything on the site.
I thought you were going to say 50 then.
No, 15.
Just clarify.
Yeah. So 15% off of almost everything. Obviously, some things are not in the sale due to whatever contractual agreements, but other things are. So a lot of the stuff on the site, this is the weekend to really stock up on your magics. You'll get 15% off everything, and you still earn full loyalty points.
Great.
And I will like to point out, our loyalty points are worth 5p in the pound, so that's like another 5% saving.
Yes.
And they always have been since I introduced loyalty points to the Magic community.
Yeah, so
which was nearly 10 years ago.
Long time ago.
Long time ago.
Basically, if you get 100 points, you've got yourself a fiver.
Yeah.
Which is good. And they soon add up, as some of our customers will tell you.
Yeah.
When we come through and the whole order's in points, we're like, ooh, nice.
There was,
sad day for Pete those days.
There was a sad day. Right. So, guys, we've got a few things to talk to you about today as well. There's a couple of new bits which have caught our eye.
Oh, yes.
Also, David wants to talk to you a bit about this.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you a trick that I perform. It's a very quick opener when I want to get into sort of ESP stuff. I'm going to show you it, and we'll explain why we're showing them later.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. Yeah.
So before we go on, shall we talk about what's happening in January?
Yes. What is it?
Right.
Hold on.
So,
you put me on the spot there.
I did.
What's happening in January?
Zero to Hero 2.
Of course it is.
Zero to Hero 2. We have had so many emails and so many calls from people after the Zero to Hero course finished. And I think, as I've explained before, I think the reasoning behind this was it was our first course. It was very expensive. No one knew what to expect.
Yeah.
But since people have been watching the other courses, they're going, oh, I wish I would have done the Zero to Hero.
Yeah, because you'll see people say they got value. They knew the value in the first lesson.
Yeah.
So I actually think it's very cheap for what you're getting.
Yeah,
you end up with
definitely.
about 18 hours of footage material, and we always end up going in different directions. You always end up learning more than what is stated on that lesson. But yeah, you guys asked for it, so we decided to do it one more time.
Yeah, so in January, starting, I think it's the first or second week in January, we're going to start the Zero to Hero course. The first 50 tickets, which I believe we set it live about 2 days ago, and I believe almost half of the first 50 have sold. The first 50 people to register get it at the early bird price, and that's only $79.99, and that's for all 6 lessons.
Yeah, and the last lesson is it's like a lecture pretty much, and it's different to the last Zero to Hero course. So we are offering that last lecture, what we call the graduation party, for the people that have done Zero to Hero before, because it will be a completely different lecture and evening. And
also, if any of you guys are sitting there thinking, well, I've been doing magic for quite a long time, I don't need the stuff building up to it, but you want the lecture, the final lesson is offered separately. So if you buy the Zero to Hero course, that is all 6 lessons. So you don't need to buy that and then buy the graduation party.
Can I just add something here though?
Yes, you may.
People bought the whole course, right, and took a punt on the course, not really knowing what to expect. And a couple of these people are very well-known magicians and know their card stuff.
Yeah.
And even though they know their card stuff, has told me they still learn lots and lots from the course.
Yeah.
So,
and refresh their memory.
Yeah, I think it's very easy to sit there and go, I know cards. But actually, when you work, you use, a pass, your double lift or whatever, and there's actually stuff that you may know in the back of your head, but don't have applications for. That's what I found when I was sat there next to John, that I go, well, I do that move, why am I not doing this trick?
Yeah.
You know, and so don't overlook it.
And there was a few things, a few simple things that really fooled the hell out of us. You know, even when you're talking about things like a key card placement, there was one key card placement that he did, and I just went, yeah,
brilliant.
How did that work?
Yeah,
you know, he's got so many. John Kerry's got so many great little tips. In fact, there was a trick that I've been working on, which is just a mind reading trick with a deck of cards, and there was a move I needed to. I know 10 ways of achieving what I want to achieve, but none of them I was happy with. But there was a way I found on the Zero to Hero
which suited
what I was doing. So it's such a great course. But if you do feel, look, you know, I've learned all that, but I would love to see the lecture one, you can buy that as a separate entity now. It's called the graduation party, so that will be lesson 6. But if you buy the whole lot, you get lesson 6 thrown in.
Yeah, absolutely. What I would say though, is the perfect timing for Christmas. You know, Christmas, you have a little bit of money to have spent on yourself, and something like this where you can join us for 6 weeks in a row, and people do see it as being a bit of an online magic club. You start to interact with us, you interact with the people in the chat room, and it's a lot of fun. So we're going to drop the trailer?
We are going to drop the trailer. I will also point out as well, in a couple of weeks we are hosting John Kerry's coin magic course. So if you are into your coin magic, or you want to start learning coin magic, sign yourself up for that. And also, we've just put on the website, January, we're hosting a course by Leo Schmetzers. It's a one-day course, and it's going to be packed with all Leo's workers. So Leo's one of the busiest performers in Europe, realistically, and he's out performing almost every day, and he's going to teach you exactly what he uses to impress lay people and to get the gigs. But not only that, his free shell game. And as you were saying before, you know, we held a masterclass free shell game. It was about £100 a ticket. We only let 6 people or 7 people in.
There was a huge waiting list.
There was a huge waiting list. We only ran it once, but he's going to be teaching you his handling of the free shell game as well within this class. And remember, that's on the early bird for the first 50 as well, and they're going to sell quick.
And just to remind you guys, you know, if you look at the dates and you go, I can't make that, remember, it doesn't matter, because it will be saved into your account. Make sure you're logged in when you purchase, but you will not be able to buy it after the event. So shall we take a look at the Zero to Hero?
Let's go on to Zero to Hero.
Hi guys, I'm Dave Loosley, this is John Carey, and we're here to talk to you about the incredible Zero to Hero course. Now, we ran this once a couple of months ago, and we weren't going to run it again, but the response from you guys was incredible, so we decided to run it again. Now, if you've never heard about the Academy, you're in for a real treat, and especially if you're new to magic and you want to learn how to do card tricks, or if you've been doing card tricks for a while and you really want to amplify your magic, the Zero to Hero course is for you. Tell us a little bit about the course, John.
Well, the course doesn't assume any prior knowledge. You can be an absolute beginner who's maybe never done a card trick in your life, or maybe somebody who had an interest in learning a few tricks when they were a youngster and has sort of not done magic for years and actually thinks to themselves, I'd love to learn a few card tricks. Takes you from the very, very beginning stages, the basic building blocks or tools, from just taking a pack of cards out, shuffling them, cutting them, learning the systems of shuffling, controlling cards to the top, to the bottom. Fundamental building blocks, like I say, and also along the way we talk not just about the how to do's but the whys as well, which can take simple things and make them very special. And there's lots of tricks along the way which show the application of these techniques as we build each week, and we truly do build each week.
I truly believe this is the best format to learn on. We have got multiple camera angles. You guys can interact with us. It's very simple. You purchase your ticket at the time that we go live. You join us in the back end of the account, and all you have to do is click play. You watch us, we interact with you. You can type your questions in below and we will answer them in real time. So if you want to see a trick from a different angle, you just type it and we show it to you.
But since we did Zero to Hero, the first one, Peter and the company have invested in some seriously good extra pieces of equipment with multi-camera angle views, overheads. There's a slow motion even facility. It truly is going to be great. And like you mentioned, the interaction. The people interacting, asking questions. We've got Sarah and Peter on the top table, filtering the questions through. We're bouncing off each other. I mean, in the first course, I think I did additional tricks that weren't part of the syllabus.
Absolutely.
Simply by a little spark that you'd given me by mentioning something.
So this is a 6-week course. Every week, for 6 weeks, we're gonna be there teaching you magic. But it's cool because if you want to learn it back afterwards, it gets saved into your account. So if you can't make it every week for 6 weeks, it doesn't matter because you've already purchased it, so it will sit in your account. However, you cannot buy it after the event. So if it's something that you're thinking of doing, it's a perfect Christmas present or present any time of the year really, make sure you purchase before we go live and then you can get involved.
Indeed, and we certainly didn't run to any kind of set time parameters during the first course. I think there was something like, Peter will correct me if I'm wrong, about 18 hours of content, give or take, at the end of the course. So much information. And you'll see as each week progresses, those basic skills where we start off with very, very simple technique, you'll see how those techniques are plugged into the routines as we progress and get a little bit more advanced into the work. And even in week 5 and week 6. Week 6 is worth touching on because we have a live graduation party where we actually perform about 10 or 12 effects. And in this graduation party, to finish week 6, it will be completely different content from the first Zero to Hero course.
Yeah, if you want more information about exactly what you're going to learn, I mean the syllabus is huge, you're going to learn so much stuff, then head over to alakazam.co.uk, check out the Alakazam Online Academy section. I truly believe it's the best format to learn. I truly believe that Zero to Hero is the best course to start your card magic off with.
Thank you very much.
So guys, join us if you want to learn some incredible card magic. Head over to alakazam.co.uk and purchase your ticket for the Zero to Hero course.
Right, so that was the Zero to Hero trailer. It's a long trailer, but it gives you all the information.
And shows you different angles as well. That's the important thing. I mean, the cameras we got here, the guys on the academy, you know, they absolutely love the fact they can get all the different angles. We can zoom in. If someone's standing up, you get a perfect shot of it. So yeah, every angle's covered. It's brilliant. Really.
And the good thing is, like Dave said earlier, because we've got a chat room underneath each course, it is becoming like a sort of exclusive magic club.
It's great.
The same guys are booking into the courses and they're chatting to each other, they're helping each other out. So if one of the tutors references a book or a product, or even I know when Jamie was talking about certain glues, you know, to make up some of the props, you had all the members in the chat room going, right, I found the glue, it's here on Amazon, it's there, putting up the links. It's such a great community building for the academies. So if you want to be part of it, you can book your ticket now. It starts in January. Make sure you're logged into your account, as David said, and if you want someone to purchase it for you as a Christmas present, get them to give us a call. They need your username, but get them to give us a call, because what we'll do as a sort of surprise for you, so it's not in your account, you don't know you've got it already, we will take the order, but we won't set it live until the new year.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's how you do that. And remember to check out also the Coin Magic course and the Leo Schmetzers, which is happening in January. Also, before we go any further, next week, I believe the end of next week, we start sending out December's bumper newsletter.
Yeah, which is awesome. We had a look at that today, and it's come out. And it's really funny, actually, but already people have started to collect them and want to trade them. Somebody that's got 2 of November and none of the October wants to trade a November for October. We see this happening on the Facebook group, which is great, you know. Yeah. So you're enjoying them, and we've got some really cool ideas for them coming as well. But the December one, as Peter says, the bumper issue, you're going to get the newsletter. You're also going to get a pull-out inside and an extra pull-out as well, which is a little bit of fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, that goes out with every purchase while stocks last.
Yeah, and that's going out as of the 1st of December.
Brilliant.
All right. So you wanted to quickly talk about ID. I know we've covered that in a previous vlog, so if you don't know what ID is, check it out on our website. But the reason Dave wants to speak about it is...
Yeah, basically, I performed at the Magic Circle the other night, and they're at Homes with the Magic Circle, I believe it is. It's Rajan organises a show there, and it is great fun. So they see close up before they go up and see the stage, and you do 4 10-minute spots, and it's a great opportunity to work in some new magic.
And this is to lay people. This isn't to magicians.
It's to lay audience. Obviously, you want to do stuff you know works, but what's great is you can one trick in there that maybe you're working on, and they're there to see magic. It's a superb audience. But I decided to do ID as my opener, and then I did cube cards as my closer, and wow is all I have to say. This is so strong. I completely at first I completely underestimated this, I will be honest, because there are similar things on the market, and so I was questioning why this one, but you always have an eye for this sort of thing. When you see the spectators' reaction to this, mind-blowing. Like they are gasping at the moment when I walk the one card out of the envelope.
And they don't even know what that card is.
Exactly, and this is the funny thing between us magicians looking at something, and we can never look at something as a layperson ever again, because we just can't. But when you just remove the one card after doing the presentation and placing the envelope, that second one card comes out, they're gasping, going, no way. There's no way.
But this is what I was trying, and I know there's been a lot of conversation about this on the forums, because I made a point of saying, I believe the card coming out, back facing the audience, is far superior than face.
Yes.
Then I had people going, well, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Bringing it out with a face is just as strong. I honestly 100% disagree, because you're going to start getting an unbelievable reaction even when they haven't seen the face.
Because the mystery is there. They're going, no way. And then I think Queen of Hearts came up quite a bit. So do with that information what you like. But out of the 4 times I was there, Queen of Hearts was named 3 times. And I came out like this. And then at the end, just before I do the reveal, I went, oh, sorry, did you say hearts? And they kind of had that relax. So they go, yeah. And you go, oh, fantastic. And you turn over and flick the card. And you can't do that if it comes out straight away with the face up.
And the thing is, when it comes out face down, you've got to remember this as well. It gives them time to understand how impossible what has just happened is, if that is their card. Now, if you turn and go, inside my wallet, I've got one envelope. Inside this envelope is one card. It's a Jack of Clubs. You haven't given them time for it to sink in. Whereas if you bring it out face down, they're now sitting there going, I could have named any. That can't be. He can't. Now they're questioning in their mind, and they're building up the impossibility to themselves. So when you turn it over, you've got this big sort of release of energy, really, where it's like, oh my god, it is. And
it generally got amazing reactions. It's gonna go with me everywhere this Christmas. It's great opportunity there to work in material. The cube. My God, the reaction that got was amazing.
That was cube cards.
Cube cards. I just wish I was able to film it, because I would have dropped the performance in here and let you guys see it. But unfortunately, not allowed, which is fine. But it's really hard to explain this. I want you to see it in a real environment. It's just it just plays so well.
But the good thing is as well with something like ID is it is the perfect opener. So it's perfect for when you're doing walk around because it's all up here. You don't need a table. It's perfect if you go to tables because you can. Did you get one person to name the card, or did you use?
I pick one person because I come out and I say I like to see how in tune with my audience I am, and there's someone in here in particular, and I believe it's you. And then I do the gag with the fingers behind the back.
Yeah.
And then I say, no, I seriously have made a prediction. It's one envelope. And I focused on one person, but at the same time, you can open it up to everyone.
Yeah.
And, you know.
But it's great. If you don't know what ID is, check it out on our website. And I will say that the first batch of ID have almost run out. The next batch will not be with us until, I would say, at least, if these all sell out, it won't be till, I would say, at least Blackpool or after Blackpool.
Yeah.
So if it's something that interests you, especially for the Christmas gigs, honestly, grab one now. So that's...
Yeah, I just wanted to talk, because you know what it's like when you find that excitement about something, you want to pass it on. And I showed this as well to one of my friends there, Joseph, and he saw the value in it straight away. You know, when the card came out and he saw the back. You know,
this was quite funny, actually. I'm not going to mention his surname or anything, but he's a really good magician. And when the order come through, there was a note underneath. And basically, you were being not lectured, but you were having a conversation about.
We were talking about originality and picking tricks that suit yourself, pretty much,
and choosing something that maybe other magicians aren't doing. Not going for the popular things.
Yeah, absolutely. So we had a little talk about that, and then I saw a little note in the morning, which was, I know we were talking about this, but this is so good. And
I've got to have it.
I've got to have it, and I see a use for it. And it was brilliant. So yeah, guys, take a look at ID if you haven't seen it yet.
Right, so we've got a couple of new things to talk about as well. One of those is this, Stickman Bob. Now this has created quite a buzz on the internet. There's a lot of people talking about it. It's, you can't really, you can sort of compare it to Inner Flash meets cartoon.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sort of.
Yeah, with a visual moment.
Yeah, and it's Kieran Johnson. So anyone that knows Kieran brought out To The Max and To The Max Isolation. And basically, Kieran's magic is quite quirky.
It's out there, isn't it? Yeah, it's brilliant.
Yeah, it really is. Now, I first saw this, Kieran showed it to me or sent me a video of it. It was a good couple of years ago. It was either Kieran or Russ Stevens showed me it. And it was in its infancy back then with regards to the props and everything. Now it's now released, and it's a great little trick. I mean, it's not the type of thing I would do, I will say, because it doesn't suit my style at all, and that's in the way of all the setup to it and everything, which isn't a big setup. That sounds bad. It's not a big setup. But for me, I just like to have the stuff in my pocket, bring it out and do it. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I know there's a lot of people that will do this as a feature piece. That's what I feel it needs to be, because it is that time where you want them to actually feel part of it, you know, and get involved in it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, as well as if you're looking to work it, then you're right, that's where you'd work it. But I would definitely love to have this just set the little cannon on the mantelpiece in your display cabinet with the deck of cards next to it. It's just going to get questions, isn't it?
And then for that sort of environment, it's perfect. It's great. You do. I mean, it's such a visual, fun trick. Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things that you do it, and then, like you said, you can put it back in the cabinet and then reset when your friends have gone.
You're going to want to keep performing it as well. That's the thing. It's so much fun to perform. It looks like it is. I haven't performed it. I haven't made one up yet. It looks like a lot of fun, and the way it works, there's no knuckle busting sleight of hand here, so it's suitable for everyone. Obviously, you're playing with fire, so be aware of that. But it's very visual and it's great. Should we take a look at the trailer?
Yeah, let's have a look at the trailer.
Stickman Bob may seem like any other ordinary household stickman. That is, until he reveals his daring nature. Boom! After the spectator selects a card, the whole packet is put back into the tuck case, and Stickman Bob prepares to find their selection in the most spectacular way possible. We have this. Do you like it?
It is cute.
You can roll it if you like.
I don't have any weapons.
Alright, okay. Alright, okay. You're getting too possessive of the cannon. Let's leave that there for a second. We are also going to need an actual assistant for the trick. Does he have a name?
Thomas.
Thomas? He looks like a Thomas?
Yeah.
Say hi, Thomas. Hi. Hi. I like how you're getting emotionally involved here. He also does a bit of contortion. Show you. Look at that. That was genuine sympathy then. Oh, all right. And do you know what's going to happen to Peter? He's going to get shot out of the cannon. That's exactly what's going to happen. So you're going to have to help me out here. We're going to fire Thomas at the pack of cards, and he will hopefully reveal your card to the world. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, well, I was kind of expecting it to reveal your card. I wasn't expecting it to do that. Oh.
Oh, Thomas!
Okay. Okay. Oh.
Oh no!
Poor Thomas. Oh dear. Please. Oh, looks like he stopped a little bit there. Ooh, this isn't good. It does look like he stopped on 1. Is that a question? So it looks like it was the 8 of spades. Is that yours? From the chaotic mind of Kieran Johnson, this is Stickman Bob.
Right, so that is Stickman Bob. If you like the look of that, we do have them at the time of filming in stock, so you can pick yours up. Now, the first batch we had of these sold out very quickly.
Yes, it did.
We've just had a new delivery in, so you can pick yours up now. And this, like I said, I mean, this will be a great thing as a sort of centre effect where you've got everyone sitting around and everything. It's great.
There's a lot of fun with it, you know, because they're drawing the stick man, they can name it and all that sort of stuff. And Kieran has a lot of fun. It takes a bow and all that. But yeah, it's great. Take a look at it, guys. It's really good fun. All right, I'm going to show you something.
Show me.
Yeah, this is 4 coins.
Yep.
All right, in a little tin.
Yes.
And the tin's here for one reason only, and that is to isolate the coins from my magical hands.
Magical hands.
So 4 coins. Obviously, you could check these out. They are what they are. The 50p's.
Are 50p's.
£2 in total. It's my day's wage. I'll take that back. Wow. All right. So they're going to go inside here like this, as you can see.
Yep.
And very simply, as you would with any tin, I'm going to place the lid on top.
Yep.
All right. Now you can see the coins in there.
Yep.
And you can hear the coins.
Yep.
And I'm going to place these on top of my hand. Now I haven't done anything funny yet. You can still see the coins.
Yes,
there.
I can.
Watch this. When I hit the little button in the top, can you see it there?
No.
That's there. One falls through. There's all 4 that drop through, leaving obviously no coins inside. But you can always put them back in whenever you're ready to reuse them. And there you have it. And I absolutely love this.
That is awesome. For those of you that don't know what this is, what Dave's using there is actually called a Boston box. There is another box in the set called an Akito box. The reason we're showing you these is because in John Kerry's course, he's doing a few tricks using the Boston and the Akito. And many years ago, Alakazam used to have a Boston and Akito made up for British 50p coins. So I got in touch with our engineer and asked him if we could reorder some, whether he could still make them, and he said yes. So we have got a very limited amount of Boston and Akito combos. So you get these little boxes. They're beautifully made and polished in brass, and they hold 50p coins
perfectly.
Yeah, perfectly. So they're designed for 50p's, and you get both boxes in the set. They do not come with instructions.
No, but I might film something.
Oh, so we might film a couple.
Yeah, why not?
Also, John Kerry's going to go over a few routines on the Coin Magic course, and also because the Boston and Akito, when I got back into Magic, which was in my late teens, early 20s, they were sort of all the rage. They've been around for many years, and they've sort of dropped out of fashion.
Massively. I mean, I haven't seen these in years, and just them coming in reminded me that I've obviously done it because I was able to do it. It's there in the back of my head, and I will record that routine I just done. It's the most basic version of it, but it will get you started.
Yeah, and there was a nice little teleport one I used to do with a cup. So I used to put the coins in, which we'll film as well.
Oh, there you
put the coins in the box, cover the box with a cup. And then say, actually, on second thoughts, and then I'd remove the box, the coins are still in there, do this, and the coins vanish from the box and appear under the cup, outside of the box. So we'll record that as well.
I will just say as well, in that performance that I did there, and this is why it's so nice that they come in a set, I've utilised both boxes here, which is awesome. So that's going to really open up your routining as well, and you can take that in many different directions. But they're superbly made. I haven't actually ever seen them for 50p's. They probably have existed, I've just missed it.
We had some made a long time ago that would hold 50s. But I haven't seen them because they're usually made in America. They're usually made for $half, which are slightly bigger. But the 50p ones are really nice. My original set were for 10p's.
Nice.
But they weren't as nice as this. I mean, this is a beautiful polished brass. And the other thing is, there's so many routines out there for Akito and Boston boxes. So there's plenty of DVDs and books that focus on box work. But we will film 2 routines for you. We'll film the cup routine, we'll film the coins through hand routine. So you'll have a couple of things to get you started, and we'll talk about what the boxes are and how they work. And I will say as well, not only do these boxes look beautiful, they function beautifully. If you're aware of what the boxes are, these are perfectly weighted.
I was about to say it's a nice weight.
It's perfectly weighted to do what you need to do. So that's it. That's our Boston and Akito combo, the deluxe box set. They are on our site now to order. We'll most probably film the videos next week, so if you order them now, the videos won't pop up into your account until next week or something. Also, talking about next week, if you watch our Facebook page or YouTube channel, on Wednesday evening at 7 o'clock, I believe, we are doing a live launch for Agility.
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends. Join us for the live launch. Anyone that purchases Agility on the night will get the special launch price.
Yes.
But they'll also get the free ticket and free access to the after show party, where we will unbox Agility. We'll show you exactly what it is, and we'll show you exactly how it works. So the moment this pops through your letterbox, you'll know what to do with it. Even though it does come with a full DVD, but you'll have the information beforehand.
And of course, because we are in the after show, if you have questions, we can answer them there as well, which is great fun. And yeah, unlike anything else, we're going to unbox it. You can ask whatever questions you like about it. And the after shows always end up being a lot of fun, and we always end up teaching 1 or 2 things in there as well. So
cool,
awesome.
All
right. So the last thing I think this week we're going to talk about,
second to last.
The second to last thing we're going to talk about this week. What was the other one then? Oh, okay.
Right.
We'll finish on that.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's talk about this.
Yes. Humint. I don't know much about it.
Right.
You do.
Let me talk to you about it. So first off, this is like the coin you get with this is worth the price of this alone. Even if you didn't get the routine, I think the coin you'd be able to come up with your own stuff. It's a beautifully made coin. Says true and false on it. Right? And it's. I mean, he has a very I think he explains it in the trailer, intelligent kind of explanation as for it. But it's like
we've got the trailer, so we will drop that in a moment as well.
So it's a lie detector. So there's lie and truth on each side. But you basically get them to think of it can be anything, a place, a name, a word, anything, and they then slide the card back in the stack, and they stay on the table. And you say to them, now you're going to flick the coin, and whether it says truth or lie on it is what you're going to tell me. So you start to ask some questions possibly about this or some random questions. What did you have for breakfast? They flick it and they decide whether they tell you a lie or truth. And you can determine as you go through whether they're lying, telling the truth. And then at the end, you know the words. So
perfect.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Well, this Humint is by Phil Smith, who I've known Phil for many years. When I'd done that TV show, Phil was the other consultant, so we worked together a lot.
Yeah.
Phil is so clever.
He is.
So clever. We're coming up to methods for tricks. Phil's also the guy behind the DMC Mark decks.
Yes.
All right, just to show you how creative this guy is. Phil will be popping down here at some point as well to do a live.
Yeah.
He's already booked in his academy course for next year sometime, which I'm really excited about. But on the live, he's going to be talking about some of his other products. I know I didn't manage to go to Blackpool this year, but you went last year. You picked up a couple of bits off Phil that you performed personally.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
So we're going to be showing those on the live. But this is his brand new release.
Yeah, you'll love this, honestly, you will. And what I would just quickly say is what I just explained is only one of the routines on there.
Yeah.
There are other routines and applications for this, and you're ready to go out of the pack. Basically, just supply your own pen to it.
Okay, and you get a link to a streaming
video. Yeah.
Cool. So let's play the trailer for Humint.
Interrogators prize two skills above all others: the ability to identify a lie and the talent to discern the truth that hides behind it. To train these two skills, they play a simple game. The subject thinks of any object anywhere in the world, and the interrogator asks 20 simple yes-no questions. For each one of the answers, the subject flips this fair, ungimmicked coin. One side tells them to tell the truth, and the other has them tell a lie. 20 questions with 20 answers that are randomly, unknowably true or false. Any object, anywhere in the world, at any point in history, in just 20 impossible questions. And I always get it within the first 3. And you will too. This is Humint.
So that was Humint. They are in stock now. Right, so this is a bit of a weird one to show.
Yeah.
I tell you for why. This is something that I do.
Yeah.
This was never designed to be released. No. I got it made for me. Now, I've shown a few people, I've performed it in front of magicians, and as a magician, most of you will go, well, I know what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
But I use it, if I'm doing, let's say, something like Symbol or an ESP trick, this to me is either a quick opener or a really nice closer. Yeah. So if you've just performed Symbol, this feels like the perfect carry on or the perfect start off for it.
Yeah.
But any time, realistically any time. So basically what it is, I even keep it with my Symbol. We have got 8, I'll show these to the camera, we got 8 shapes, all right? So we got circle, got wavy lines, we have the cross, we have the square, we have the moon, we have a star, a diamond, and a triangle. Okay, so you can see all those there. David, the reason I've chose these specific shapes is because I know the way you think. I mean, I've known you for a long time.
10 years, as told by Facebook.
Yeah, no, we've been friends on Facebook. I think we've known each other longer than 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
But I know for a fact that out of all of these symbols, one of them will attract you to it.
Okay.
Now, you might be looking at them thinking, well, none of them, they're just shapes. But I know in a moment you're going to make a decision. And I have preempted and even predicted what one you're going to go for. So think about it carefully. Now, the funny thing about this is if you go, I'm going to mess him up because I'm thinking of the triangle, but I'm actually going to choose the star.
Yeah.
You think you're going to try and sort of mess me up like that. But the fact is, if you change from one to the other was always the one you were going to go for in the first place. Right. That's the thing that's really weird. When you feel that you're making a decision, then you change your mind. You're not really changing your mind because whatever you change your mind to is what you would have went for anyway. Otherwise, you wouldn't have changed your mind in the first place. Make sense?
Sure.
Right.
Sure.
So we've got circle, wavy lines, cross, square, moon, star, diamond, and triangle. Just name any one of them.
The moon.
The moon. Put your finger on the moon and slide it towards yourself. perfectement. Now, as I said, we made a decision.
Yeah.
I made a decision.
Right.
I'm going to show you the backs of these cards. Let's see if the camera can pick them up. So every one of these shapes has actually got a blue back. Now, I know you peeked at yours anyway, Dave.
Yeah, I did.
Just show them what colour back yours has got.
Red. Yeah.
Now, most of you out there will know what this effect is. Now, I've always loved the effect.
Yeah.
I've always loved the effect. It's been one of my favourites. But I wanted to do it with something other than just playing cards.
What's lovely about this is you can then go on talking about the shapes and the colours. You say
and
maybe
then you go on to symbol or something.
Yeah,
like that.
but you go with, even with this, you know,
Yeah.
you're saying now you may see a favourite shape here, but it's not in your favourite colour. But maybe I know that to eliminate those two to push you towards one other. So you can really play with their mind with these, and then the very vibrant colours on the back of the card are great at the end as well.
So the reason I showed you this today is we've had I've had quite a few people saying, oh, can you get me some? Because I basically had a pack of these made for myself. That was it. And these were mine. I've got through 2 or 3 sets already over the years of performing it. So what we're going to do is we're going to manufacture the cards. All right. So if you know what the effect is, but you like the cards, you can get them on our website. You can pre-order them now. I expect they will mostly be in stock in about 14 days. There are only a limited amount.
Yeah.
They're $12.99 for a set, and you will be able to perform the routine that I just performed. Now, to me, I keep it in this wallet. You can see I've marked it up. This is in my close-up case, and I've got symbol in there with it as well. And these two go together so well.
So question.
Yes.
Is that coming with instructions, or is that if you already know the effect?
We're going to look into that part, because the routine isn't mine.
No.
The routine is someone else's routine. I will ask the creator of the routine whether we can explain it, whether he's happy for us to explain it. If he is, fine. Otherwise, we'll let you know what the routine is, where you can find it.
Yeah.
Because it's in multiple books, it's on DVDs. I think I first learned the routine from Daryl's Encyclopedia of Card Sleights many, many years ago.
Yeah.
When it was still on video. So that was about 25, 28 years ago or something like that. So the routine you can pick up anywhere, and I should think, it's in hundreds of books and DVDs.
Yeah.
But we will approach the guy that created the actual routine. If he says yes, I will film the tutorial for you. If he says no, I will tell you exactly where you can find the tutorial. But the great thing about this effect is it's so easy to do.
Yeah. And you probably already know it.
That's the thing.
That's why it's like a refill more than anything.
Yeah.
You can adapt it to what you already do with normal cards.
Yeah.
And now you've got more of a premise there where you can play with the colours and shapes and reading people. But yeah, I love it. It's great.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Brilliant. So that brings us actually to the end of this week's video blog.
Seems like a long one.
It is what the Zero to Hero trailer was.
Yeah,
like
4 hours.
Yeah. So guys, don't forget, sign up for your Zero to Hero course. You will absolutely love it. Remember, we've got Stickman Bob in, we've got Human in, ID, the deluxe boxes. Next Tuesday we have a live on Facebook. We always go live at 2 PM or thereabouts on Facebook and YouTube.
And
on Wednesday evening we are launching Agility, and if you have a look on our website, these will be called Nardi Brainwave. That's it. Nardi's Brainwave.
There you go.
Shall we call it that?
Call it whatever you want.
We'll call it that. Nardi's Brainwave. You'll be able to find it on the website if you want to order these cards. They're going to be about 14 days till they're ready. But get your orders in and we will get you some. So that is about it.
Great. Brings us towards the end. Thank you as always for your continued support. Like and follow us in all the usual places, and we will see you next week on the Alakazam Video Blog. See you guys.